Rubbish from an old landfill in Gore has been exposed by the floodwaters. The banks of the Waikaka stream, which runs past a popular park and playground in Gore, have been washed away following torrential rain in the region last week. The dump operated for about 30 years and was only closed 15 years ago. Joining me now is Gore District Mayor Tracy Hicks. Good evening, Tracy. What is it looking like down there?
Evening, Lisa. Thanks for the opportunity to have a chat. So it's a beautiful day, I have to say, but looking at an exposed landfill is not always the most pleasant sight. But I guess when you have the volume of water that we've had come through and in such a short time, then it's going to shift a whole lot of earthen material, and it has done that. So at this stage,
so what's floating in the river, and where is this stuff?
There's nothing floating in the river. It's just you can see that a landfill has been there, and there is some bits and pieces that are obvious. But I'm not aware of anything in the river or washing up in other parts of the region from this landfill. It's a reasonably confined face that's been exposed, but we just want to make sure that we do the right thing and get that fixed as soon as possible. So we've got some experts in town today assessing that, and they'll give us some advice hopefully within 2 days so we can get on and get it fixed.
So what are we talking about? Is it debris on the banks, or how widespread, and what contents?
Yeah. No, it's a landfill face that's been exposed, so it's compressed and there's bits of plastic and just bits of household waste that you can see. I haven't been up close. I'm watching it. I'm looking at it from probably 50, 60 metres away, and you can see it very, very clearly.
So what are your immediate concerns then?
Well, I guess we don't want to have it exposed so that a subsequent event might risk it even more. So hence the rush to get it sealed, and then let's work out how to remediate it properly for the future. But I guess what we're looking at here is something that all of New Zealand is looking at. There are literally hundreds, probably thousands of these old rubbish tips that always backed onto a river or onto the sea, and it just seemed to be the way it was back in the 50s and 60s, and unfortunately, it's not like that anymore, but we're having to deal with some of the legacy.
Is there any suggestion that there's anything toxic in there?
No, and I don't know.
So are you going to be checking that?
I'm sure there will be, but certainly the immediate reaction is let's get this sealed, and then we can work out where to from there.
So how long have you known that this could potentially be an issue?
No, I haven't known that this is potentially an issue. I do know that we've got landfills, as I say, right across the nation. But there's several in Gore District that are built near watercourses. So, of course, they're always going to be a risk.
Any idea at this point, Tracy, how much it's going to cost to fix this up?
No, not a clue. Sorry, not a clue. We just want to get it assessed and then fix it, and we'll deal with the cost afterwards. Given
that it's exposed and you don't want it to go any further, what's the weather looking like down your way in the next few days?
It's brilliant. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. It's a brilliant day today, and the next 2 or 3 days are also looking pretty promising.
So when will work start on this?
I don't know because I don't know what we're going to have to do. So waiting on that advice, and as soon as we get that, we'll work out a way forward.
Appreciate your time this evening. That's Tracy Hicks, the Gore District Mayor there, talking about it's an old landfill, and it's been exposed by the recent torrential rain. They're looking at, what they can do about it to hold it back.